toxicology and scientists. Today we're going to explain one of the most famous cases in toxicology history, the case of Marie Lavigne. So we have to travel to the age of 1840s when the most famous businessman in France had problem with his wife. Every day Charles Lavigne fight with his wife because of the power that he has. The relationship get to a point that it was insupportable for both of them. So Marie Lavigne started her plan. The plan from Marie. He bought every day the most common venom from that time, the rat poison. Since that day, he put that dose into her husband's food. She started with a cake, after with water and all the things that she prepared for him. After many days, Charlie get ill, and he called every doctor that he can from that time, but every doctor said him that he has cholera disease. No one can notice that Charlie was poisoned from his wife.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Two scientists to analyze Charlie's body, but after many days and many scientific methods, none of them can find the arsenic that should be in the body. The fiscal conveyed the judge for another examination from one of the most famous doctors of that time, the Dr. Olivarian, one of the experts in toxicology methods.
Audio Jungle. 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 Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Liberian arrived to the court in September of that same year. He get all the information from the judge and he used one of the most famous methods, the Marshall test. With acid sulfuric, arsenic and fire, he can fight the rat poison into Charlie's body. The arsenic was in his brain, in his stomach and other parts of his body. That was the end of Mary Levine's plan. She was sentenced to the prison for all his life, where she died, and that was considered the first toxicology case from the history. Thank you.
Audio Jungle. 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 Audio Jungle.
So, the final question about this project, how the criminalistical science helps to the justice. Well, in my opinion, I think the most important thing that this criminalistical science helps to people is find the truth. Like many people say, the truth brings freedom. And in many real cases, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. The most important thing is know how it happens and why it happens. Also, I think that the criminalistical science helps judges and people in the court to take decisions, because you can change the destiny of a person if you have a lack of information, and that it will never happen with the criminalistical science. And the final thing that I think that criminalistical science helps is open the mind of the people in the case, because you can have an idea, but the criminalistical science opens your mind and show you all the picture, all the things that happens in the case. And also I want to say this in Spanish. Entonces, ¿cómo ayudan las ciencias criminalísticas de la justicia? Bueno, en mi opinión, yo creo que lo más importante es que nos ayudan a llegar a una verdad. ¿En qué sentido? Sabemos que el mundo de hoy es casi imposible hablar de verdad y menos en encontrarla, pero yo creo que las ciencias criminalísticas nos ayudan a acercarnos a ella. Hemos visto en casos de la vida real que la gente pierde o gana juicios, pero yo creo que eso quedaría muy de lado si realmente sabemos cómo pasó, por qué pasó, es decir, llegar a una verdad. La segunda idea que tengo es que las ciencias criminalísticas nos ayudan, bueno, más que a uno, a los jueces y tribunales de un país o de un pueblo a tomar decisiones. ¿En qué sentido? Muchas veces se ha condenado a gente injustamente por falta de información, falta de datos. Entre más avanzan las ciencias criminalísticas, más nos ayudan a llegar a una exactitud y poder tomar la mejor decisión. Y finalmente creo que ayudan a abrir la mente de mucha gente. Muchas veces pensamos que la gente responsable de algunos tipos de casos no hacen nada, pero realmente cuando tú estudias de las ciencias criminalísticas te das cuenta de que son muy complejas, de que llevan un determinado tiempo, y al final sabemos que después de estudiar esto que realmente nos dan resultados y que al final intentan hacer todo lo posible por encontrar los sucesos que pasaron. Bueno, y esto ha sido todo por este proyecto. Quisiera agradecer a todos los profesores que tal vez están viendo esto, tal vez no. Quisiera agradecerles por este año y por haberme dado este proyecto.
Audio Jungle.
Adiós.